We will be dealing with some of the basic questions related to tort law for enlightening our knowledge in the subject of law. So, without wasting any time, let's start with it. The first question is: the duty under the law of torts is towards which of the following groups? Options are A. Group of individuals, B. Particular community, C. Specific individual, or D. The world at large. The correct answer to this question is option D. That means to say the duty under the law of torts is towards the world at large. The next question is: the legal maxim vis major is which of the following? Options are: it means accident which can be controlled by human actions. B. These are the action of an enemy. C. These are the actions which are inevitable accident beyond human control. Or D. These are the accident with strict liability. The correct answer to this question is option C. That is, vis major is an inevitable accident beyond human control. Basically, vis major is also known as the act of God. This means that any natural calamity, any disaster, or anything that is beyond human control, it becomes the act done by the Almighty or by God. The next question is: voluntary non-fit injuria implies what? The options are: A. No one should suffer injury voluntarily. B. Mere knowledge of the injury is not enough. C. The harm voluntarily suffered does not constitute legal injury. Or D. The harm voluntarily suffered constitute legal injury. The correct answer to this question is option C. That is, voluntary non-fit injuria implies the harm voluntarily suffered does not constitute legal injury. The next question is: tort is a special branch of law which originated in which country? The options are: A. America, B. France, C. India, or D. England. The correct answer to this question is option D. That means to say the law of tort originated in England. The next question is: in the case of trespass to a person, which of the following defenses will not apply? The options are: A. Private defense, B. Lawful authority, C. Contributory negligence, or D. None of the above. The correct answer to this question is option C. That is, contributory negligence would not apply as a defense in case of trespass to a person. The next question is: which of the following court cases involves a tort? Options are: A. Indiana versus Clare, B. Hatfield versus Blair, C. Missouri versus Jones, or D. Florida versus McKinney. The correct answer to this question is B. That is, Hatfield versus Blair is a case which involves the law and the principles of tort. The next question is: what is the essential difference that makes the crime of assault differ from the tort of assault? Options are: A. The victim of the tort assault knew the person committing the tort meant to cause harm. B. The victim of the tort assault did not know the person committing the tort meant to cause harm. C. In a criminal assault, the defendant uses a person, weapon. Or D. There is no tort of assault. All assaults are crime. The correct answer to this question is option A. That is, the victim of a tort assault knew the person committing the tort meant to cause harm to the other person. This is the essential difference that makes crime of assault differ from the tort of assault. The next question is, what main element differentiates the crime of battery from the tort of battery? The options are A. In criminal battery, two or more people must be present. B. In a criminal battery, a person is actually injured. In a tort battery, the person is not hurt. C. The unwanted touch, that is, we have a right to be free from bodily harm. Or D. There is no tort of battery. All batteries are crime. The correct answer to this question is option C. That means the unwanted touch, that is, we have a right to be free from bodily harm, is a main element that differentiates the crime of battery from the tort of battery. Next question is, which of the following is an example of trespass? Options are A. Sue walks in front of Ron's house, staying on the sidewalk. B. Jim hunts on David's land without David's permission. While there, Jim shoots one of David's cows, mistaking the cow for a deer. David sells his cows to make a living. C. Josh borrows Luke's car after Josh asks Luke to run to the store to pick up some milk. Or D. Lisa walks into Heather's house, who has invited her over for lunch. The correct answer to this question is option B. That is, the example of trespass is Jim hunts on David's land without David's permission. While there, Jim shoots one of the David cows, mistaking the cow for a deer. David sells his cows to make a living. The next question is, a loud bass beat that can be heard through an apartment wall from another apartment at midnight can be classified as which of the following? Options are A. Nuisance, B. Trespass, C. Interference with contractual relations, or D. Conversion. The correct answer to this question is option A. That is, this is an example of nuisance. Next question is, a private nuisance affects only one family. Is this statement true or B. False? The correct answer to this question is B. That is, the statement that a private nuisance affects only one family is a false statement. The next question is, defamation involves which of the following? Options are A. Using a weapon, B. At least 5 people to be present, C. A contract, or D. Making false statement about someone. The correct answer to this question is option D. That is, making false statement about someone is known as defamation. The next question is, why is defamation a tort? The options are A. Individuals have a right to be free from bodily harm. B. Individuals have right to conduct business without interference. C. Individuals have a right to own property. Or D. Individuals have a right to enjoy a good reputation. The correct answer to this question is option D. That is, a defamation is a tort because individuals have a right to enjoy a good reputation. The next question is, which of the following constitutes a slander? The options are A. Melissa tells Roger that Connie stole $500 from the cash register at work, even though Melissa knows this is not true. B. Melissa writes an email to Roger falsely stating that Connie stole $500. C. Diana calls Melissa a liar in a court. Or D. Dan tells Roger, his boss, that Melissa stole $500 from the cash register at work. Dan and two other employees saw this. The correct answer to this question is option A. That is, the example that Melissa tells Roger that Connie stole $500 from cash register at work even though Melissa knows that this is not true is a perfect example of slander. The next question is, or the last question is, this tort occurs often in society. The options are A. Assault, B. Nuisance, C. Defamation, or D. Negligence. The correct answer to this question is option D. That is, negligence is a tort which occurs most often in a society.